In the morning hours of October 18th, 2021, a series of unspeakable horrific events occurred in a small neighborhood in Winter Garden, Florida. At 1:30 a.m., the residents of this small area were awoken by the sound of gunshots. One of the residents stated, "We were first woken by gunshots. At the time, we didn't know what it was. We thought it was somebody knocking on the door," to which they immediately ran up to the door. While standing by the door, they could hear a man's voice talking pretty loud. The homeowner recalled that at 1:30 a.m., they heard the sound of the gunshot and then they heard someone outside their door. They heard between 5 and 7 consecutive gunshots. Right afterwards, they believed that someone was trying to break into their home. As they looked out the window, they noticed that the person was starting to wiggle the doorknob. The resident just stood there and held the door locked until the person ran away. After the person ran away, they looked out the window and saw a body in a parking lot at the corner of Woodland Street and East Story Road. That victim was 37-year-old Bowana Rogers, who was a mother of 5 children from Orlando, which is about 30 minutes away. It's not known why Rogers was in Winter Garden, as she had no connections to the area. A few days later, on October 20th, 2021, her family held a candlelight vigil and released a balloon up into the air outside of the field where Rogers unfortunately passed away. Arlene Mathis, who was an aunt of Bowana, spoke about how her family needed to find forgiveness against the person who murdered their niece. Bowana was a person that was full of wisdom and knowledge, and Bowana was a very smart, very wise when it came down to her religion and her love for God, said Bowana's aunt. Rogers was last seen near her home in Orlando just after midnight, where she lived with her boyfriend, and she wasn't known to visit Winter Garden. Rogers' mother doesn't know who is responsible for her daughter's murder and is hoping anyone with information will come forward. "I do not know. All I can think is that someone set up my daughter," Danae Rogers said. The shooting is out of the ordinary for the quiet neighborhood where it happened. Residents say they heard a loud man's voice and at least 5 consecutive gunshots. The news was hard for Rogers' family, who has already buried multiple relatives within the last months leading up to the murder of Bowana, from various different illnesses, from COVID-19, as well as other illnesses. Bowana's aunt said that it has really brought us back together, closer as a family, but God won't put up on more than we can bear. We were built for this, and as a family, we're going to make it through this. Rogers leaves behind 5 children. Her youngest is just 4 years old. Bowana's aunt said knowing that she would never be able to walk down the aisle with her mom, watching her, knowing that when she graduates from school, her mother won't be there. At the point in time of this story, no person of interest has been found yet. The story is still left open as a cold case, and details still tend to be coming in. May Bowana's family find peace and closure in the coming months, and may the police department find leads to lead to the capture of the individual who committed this crime. May her family continue to find solace in the aftermath of this. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a very somber story that has not gotten much headlines in the news outside of the first day or two after the event took place, and I wanted to shed light on this event so that others in the area would know the life of Bowana, and hopefully that justice will be served in the coming months since this tragedy occurred. If you enjoyed this video and others, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications bell so that you do not lose track of any additional videos that will be coming in the near future. Again, may Buana's family find peace in the coming months, and may justice be served. Till the next video, have a good one, everyone, and continue to look for the history on film.